Anthony Joshua here at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, where on October 28th you'll fight Kubrat Pulev. First of all, how quickly did you get over the disappointment of Vladimir Klitschko's retirement and obviously then his foregoing of the rematch against you?
It's interesting because we was kind of on the verge of preparing for the showdown number 2, but he had different plans for his career and I had to give him the utmost respect because of everything he's achieved. So I put that behind me, looked on the horizon and had to kind of plan for what's next, and that's what brought us here against Pulev. So all my sights are set on Pulev, October 28th, and you've just got to put it behind you. That's how sports goes.
How much do you take from that fight against Klitschko? Obviously what happened in the ring, but also the fact that it's a big stadium fight again, another big occasion. How much can you take from that in Wembley here to the Principality?
Be prepared for anything, the big stage, the bright lights can make you do things that you didn't think you could do. When it gets tough, that raw, that energy, that passion can lift you up. It can take you places that you haven't been before in a normal routine fight. Do you know where I'm coming from? So that fight was phenomenal. I've got to speak to the team about putting a bit more grip on my soul because I slipped in the 6th. That was a part of the plan. Just stuff like that. Listen, you've got to be prepared for anything. And in a stadium like this, what's better than winning? Do you know where I'm coming from? And I think it creates great memories, history, legendary moments. So just be prepared to go to places you haven't been in order to get the victory and kind of leave 70,000 people. There's probably going to be a few thousand people here supporting Pulev, but leave 70,000 people or so here with good memories.
Obviously you knew as well that if you didn't fight Klitschko it was going to be Pulev because of his position as mandatory challenger, so you kind of knew all about him. What have you known about him? Obviously extensive amateur career, he's only lost to Klitschko, so he's a formidable opponent. Would you say he's probably, underneath Klitschko, your best opponent on your record?
Yeah, and that's how I have to look at it. He is. Do you know where I'm coming from? When you look at who I fought, he definitely is the second best opponent, and I can't look over him at all. He's very, very good boxer, very good technician. I like his jab. He's got a good jab. He whips up right hand to the body as well. Doesn't really throw the boom, boom straight through right hand. He kind of throws it to hurt you and cause damage. So obviously you can tell I've been watching him, but I know a lot about Pulev and I see a technician when I look at him, not so much a brute.
And obviously he's boxed a fellow Brit and obviously a fellow Finchley amateur boxing club in Derek Chisora, beat him on points. Did you watch that at the time?
Yeah, I did. Chisora's a phenomenal fighter, and if he would have showed up that night, I'm sure he could have got the victory. Very strong, very well rounded, and unfortunately he didn't. And Pulev took him 12 rounds and showed the technician side of him, controlling a come forward, off the line type of fighter. Used his jab well and his body shots to slow Chisora down well. So I kind of saw that I'm dealing with a technician here.
You got a first look at him, obviously head-to-head photos and stuff, and got to size him up. What do you take from that today?
Well, I can see he's a man filled with confidence. The ego comes from trying to prove yourself in the ring, so I can see he wants to prove himself. But that's like any fighter, right? So I go in there and have to do what I have to do. And the job of another fighter is to strip that ego out of one and kind of bring them back down to size. And he has 7 weeks or so left to kind of build his ego up, prepare himself, buff himself up, get ready, get on the scales. But then when the bell goes, my job is to kind of batter that ego out of him and strip him of his confidence and slowly, it's like a tree, slowly chop him down to size.
He's obviously got one defeat to Vladimir Klitschko on his record, a one-punch knockout as well, at left hook. Do you take much from that? Do you see a man who is vulnerable, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm just going to be full the whole fight, waiting 12 rounds trying to catch him. But listen, as I said, you can watch a fight a million times and prepare for that one shot and it probably never comes off. I can't take too much away from the Klitschko fight, and it will be a very, very silly mistake if he was to take away everything that he thinks of me from my performance with Klitschko. This is a new fight, new tactics, new mindset, and we have to prepare for a better Pulev, and I hope he's preparing for a better Joshua, because we learn, we live, and we move on, right? And that left hook may not be so easy to catch him with this time, because he might have learnt just to kick that hand up. Do you know where I'm coming from? So we'll see what I'm dealing with, but it's a 12-round fight, and I'll find a way, one way or another.
You had a busy night at the GQ Awards last week when you won the Sportsman of the Year again. And Liam Gallagher. Liam Gallagher.
Yeah, yeah, Liam's my mate, yeah. Nah, Liam, we're in the industry, we're in entertainment, and we respect each other. But he can definitely go on my friends list from now on, you know.
Get him along here? He's a massive boxing fan. Obviously, he was a huge Ricky Hatton fan.
Choice, listen, I don't like to force people, beg them, you know, send them a brown paper bag with a load of cash in it and a ticket to beg him to come. But he's more than welcome to come. You know, StubHub, you can get his tickets from there. And or KD Way, he can get his ticket. He can get his ticket. He's more than welcome to come along with a guest. It'll be an honour, and it'll be an honour for the boxing fans to have a great like Liam Gallagher.
Bumped into another one of your close friends, Pele, as well. So you had a picture of him.
Yeah, great Man United player. In this See, I'm only joking about that Beatles thing. Nah, he's a good guy.
Pele or Liam Gallagher?
Pele, take football away. He's a good person, and he's easy to connect with everyone. Everyone that I see meet him is in awe of him, and he just seems to connect with people easily. He's a lovely guy.
Is that what you hope to do with boxing? Obviously, what he did with football when he was playing, as a Brazilian, transcended the sport.
They didn't want Pele to express himself. Do you know what I mean? And I don't have that issue in boxing. Boxing's a sport where you say what you want, you turn up how you want, and that's the beautiful thing about our sport. So, not so much in the sport, but outside of it, I'll definitely try and be like Pele, just an easygoing person and connect with people from different walks of life, innit?